Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about the subdomain enumeration. So the name itself says subdomain plus enumeration. Enumeration is nothing but listing of things. Enumerating these subdomains is what we call as subdomain enumeration. So what is this subdomain? To understand this subdomain, let's look at the components of the URL. Let's take an example of this. In this example, there is a URL https blog.hotspot.com/marketing. In this, the marketing is a path or subdirectory. Just leave it. And the .com is a top level domain. It may be of .com, it may be of .info, .eu, .edu, it may be of anything. And second one, HubSpot. This is the second level domain or the main domain which we call. And then next left to it is called the blog, and this is what we call as subdomain. It may be of testing, anything it may be. And next left to is called https, which we call as protocol or the scheme. And now you can understand the difference between the domain and the subdomain. For example, google.com is domain and mail.google.com is subdomain. And we understood this subdomain. Why do we need this subdomain enumeration? So there are two major important things why we need subdomain enumeration. It helps to create a scope of security assessment by revealing all the domains of target organization. And the second reason why subdomain enumeration is important is like it helps us to finding the web applications which may be of forgotten or left by the organizations, and when we test that applications we may find more critical vulnerabilities in it. So these are the two main reasons why we need subdomain enumeration. And let's understand this process of enumeration subdomains. There are two techniques to enumerate the subdomains. The first technique is passive subdomain enumeration and the second technique is active subdomain enumeration. So what is this passive and active? In the passive subdomain enumeration, the tester gathers the subdomain information without directly contacting to the company or the domain. And in this process, we gather the information by using websites like VirusTotal, DNS Dumpster, or anything that related to the online resources. And generally, in this passive subdomain enumeration, and flags are not raised in this passive subdomain enumeration. That means we are not getting caught by the company that we are doing subdomain enumeration of that company. And second technique is active subdomain enumeration. So what is this active subdomain enumeration? It is just opposite to the passive subdomain enumeration. And in this active subdomain enumeration, the flags are being raised in the company's firewalls or in company's infrastructure, and we may get caught. And let's look at these sub techniques of this active subdomain enumeration and the passive subdomain enumeration. These are the few important techniques in the passive subdomain enumeration: certificate transparency, ASN discovery, using search engines, using DNS aggregators like GitHub, VirusTotal, etc., and using SAN, that is subject alternative names, and using public database and database enumeration using Cloudflare. And this comes under important techniques of passive subdomain enumeration. And in the active subdomain enumeration, there are some important techniques like brute force enumeration, dictionary enumeration, zone walking, DNS record, HTTP headers, and DNS cache poisoning. Using all these techniques, we enumerate subdomains, in which we may use tools, we may do manually, we can either do both. So let's discuss about the subdomain enumeration techniques of passive subdomain enumeration one by one. We'll cover in next videos.